Are you going to start it? Or not?
Hey,
everybody likes walking in the rain? Hey, we're going to the concourse.
Coffee.
What?
What's it called? Cars and coffee.
Well, it's, yeah, but it's raining. Everybody nice and soaked yet? Well, despite the rain, there's a pretty good crowd out to come see cars and caffeine. And I see some things covered up by plastic over there, so. But we made it. You drying off?
Yep.
the wooden car here is covered up for obvious reasons, but yeah, yay, we made it to Cars and Caffeine. Caffeine cars. And hey, it's George.
As you can see, I'm doing really well right now.
Hi George, how's it going? Good. Yeah, they covered up the wooden car for some reason. I don't know why. It can't be because it rained or anything.
Clash of the connoisseurs.
Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully they'll be uncovering it soon.
What does Hoovie mean?
240D. If they drove that here from California, they must have left 2 months ago. You can see how humid it is here.
100%
wow.
correct.
Yeah, let's wander around and see what we can find. Ooh. Well, here's one that can be out in the rain. A Stray Dog Ranger. I believe these guys are out of Brooklyn. Excellent color. I like those wheels. They're like the ones I have on mine. A stick shift. Very cool. It's got obviously the two-door with the giant handles. Yeah, Stray Dog Classics. You can look them up online. Oh, they painted this instead of putting the vinyl on. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I do love the color. No sunroof. That's nice. And two-door, of course, super rare since they were never sold in the U.S. And yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay, the paint was cheap. That's
pretty cool. 3 liters? Yeah, it's a 6.3 liter V8, but they call it a 300 SE, not a 630 SEL, which is what they should have done. 72, somewhere around in there. It's early 70s. They made a later one in the later body style in the late 70s. And someone always asks what the best car that was made the year you were born. For me, it was the newer version of this. So everything else was pretty much garbage in the 70s, but these were not. These were awesome. Clap hand wipers. Lining up with separate fog lights in the front. These have got to be rare here. Wow, I've seen one of these in Nashville at the Lane Museum. If you've never been to the Lane Museum, you got to go. But this is a hardtop. The one I saw was a convertible. Yeah, I mean the early ones, the headlights look like the eyes were pointing towards each other. 3 wipers, so cool. This one's a hardtop. Really nice interior. You probably have never seen one of these before at all. They didn't sell these here. No, I haven't. But not one of these. Here's something that's a classic that's going to get better with age. These 240Zs, I know my mom had one when I was a little kid in white. I remember hers had a red interior. This is black, but beautifully restored. These little flaps. One was for washer fluid, I think, and the other one was to access the battery. So yeah, you'd flip that little thing up, and you could put washer fluid in. Yeah, this has just got really classic car. Yeah, I really like this. Sad about the rain, but hey, at least they opened the hood so you can see a 2.4 liter straight 6. It's a Chimera, and you can tell because they made a fake license plate that says that on there. Bright red, man, it's popping in there, and even in the rain here. These are obviously never sold here. So TVR for Trevor with his initials. Cool car. Good looking Maserati. This one must have been covered because it's completely dry. Yeah. MC20. So they made an MC12. This is the newer one. See airlet, radiators in there. Check out the carbon brakes and the engine bay. Yeah, you'd want to cover this one because it's open to the air. And of course, the Montana tag. Beautiful red metallic. Very small, fine mica in the metallic. But really pretty car. Spicy Beetle, Spicy Beetle, Spicy Beetle, Spicy 4-door Beetle. A whole bunch of more Spicy Beetles over there. Ooh, golf colors. Ooh, check out the wing on this one. This must be some extra Spicy Beetle. It's even got extra spicy holes in the top. GT4 RS. And it's a manual. Excellent. I approve. And I do like the front of these because it looks like they're smiling at you. Just kind of pan past all of these awesome Porsches. There's just, they're everywhere. City driving lights. These are the ones that smile at you. You see people are starting to chamois off their cars. That one's nice. Man, I'm so glad it stopped raining. This is just improving the show significantly, but They are.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I get a lot.
That green with the brown top. That's fantastic. You see, it's an automatic. Okay, I'm walking away. And of course, Porsche always has a booth here, and they've got this absolutely fantastic Safari. All the things. Rough road. Love it. Oh, that's a different kind of car, but really pretty color on this Royce. I actually like this blue. Oh, but no. White walls can go back to 1984. No thanks. It does have a cool interior. But yeah, white walls, no. And there's a lot of people with this Rover, and it is very nice, but it's, I mean, they are pretty rare. Yeah, it's left-hand drive. Cool. I don't know if that comes standard or not, but cool roof rack, Safari top, and mud flaps. You gotta love dog dish hubcaps on a C1 Corvette. Very pretty. It doesn't have contrasting coves, so I'm gonna go with this being a 62. I found the CarTrek guys. Ooh, pretty color. Kansas. And obviously, Freddie drove this one. Very cool. All right, so I guess CarTrek this year is a Vantage, and the Ferrari and the Spyker that Ed is driving. Are you going to start it? Or not? Oh, you can? Oh, very cool. Oh. See? Yes. I got what, 3,000 bucks, right? Thank you. Of course, Ed's Spyker is absolutely crazy. I've never seen one before because they're really rare, so that's kind of cool. Wow, the shifter in here is so cool.
The Dutch didn't want to solve that sort of problem, and so it's a lovely car. It's a 4.2, right? It is. Yeah, it makes 400 horsepower. It's supposed to go 195 miles an hour.
Nice scoop up there, which
it's got
it's just cool.
More push rod suspension, floor-mounted pedals, a lot of cool things. Roof scoop and everything. Nope, actually aspirated.
Always fun to bump into the CarTrek guys. I bought a car from Tyler Hoover a few years back, so he knows who I am. He said they used one of my questions on CarTrek this new season they're filming. They always film one here, and I asked, why does that bowling always cheat? So look for that in the upcoming season of CarTrek. Some people don't realize about this wing is why it's so high on these amazing Superbirds and Roadrunners is so that you can open the trunk lid and it won't hit it. Seriously, you can open the trunk and it won't hit that. We're about to see some very spicy Beetles, y'all. There are several Porsche 959s here. I've only ever seen 959 like twice before here in my life. Childhood dream car to this day. My all-time dream car. If I could ever afford one. So ahead of their time. They had a Gelände gear, but they had a 6-speed manual. They had all-wheel drive. Everything was electronic and it all worked. In 1986, when this came out, I stole from my middle school library an issue of Motor Trend. I had to replace it, but I had it on the cover and I just had to have it. And there was nothing stopping me from doing that. Don't steal, kids. Anyway, I'll now reveal. They always put good cars over here by this pond in the golf course. Golly, don't you look at these. Man, if they made a comfort and a sport, and it would depend on what model you had as to whether or not you had like a comfortable interior or a race interior. And just the way they work, like these wings back here, man, so cool. And then 3 in white. That one's actually got a Massachusetts tag. These of course were never sold here. For whatever reason, they just never intended them to be sold in the US. So I never saw one until a couple years ago here at Amelia. Man. This is just absolute perfection. I don't really care for the white myself, but I would not turn it down. The red or the silver, probably silver.
Just the way the calipers look and the discs,
Absolutely iconic. In silver especially. German cars always look best in silver, I found. It was their racing color after all. Alright, I'm gonna stay here and drool for a while. I might have already... No, it's rain. That wasn't drool. Oh. You might be able to tell through the window here, but the seats are actually in three-tone, silver, gray. Very cool.
Yeah, I still talk to them all the time. I'm trying to get Ryan up here.
A ton of Shelby's over here, but you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow's video to see all the Concours cars. This is Cars and Coffee. I found my people. I've owned a lot of BMWs over the years, so this is always fun to see what they have here. It's a nice C4, M3 over there. Always E20 M5 is probably one of the most amazing cars ever made. Started it really for them. I mean, they had the E30 M3, but this car really made, I mean, oh, M-Pars are always the best. It's got one of those fancy windshields that reflects the sun. Oh, black. I do like that. And always M-Pars on an E38. Oh, it's a 750. Ooh, fancy. V12. Love the first M3. I had a 318i with all of 101 horsepower from 1984. But hey, I learned how to drive stick in it, and it was a lot of fun. And this is the same car, right? Basically, except this one has paint on it. Another lovely E33 series. Oh, wait, what's this part? Yes, it's the wagon. They never sold these in the US for whatever reason. I have no idea why. But they're really cool. Oh wow, it's right-hand drive. I'm not sure why someone would want to import a right-hand drive German car to a country that's left-hand drive. But hey, it is what it is. Power front windows and a manual, of course. Probably a little tiny engine like a 316 or something. Also never sold here. I saw Myron Vernus post this yesterday, but it's a 2002 that someone actually made into a station wagon. Two-door, of course, because they didn't make a four-door 2002. Which is kind of unfortunate, but hey, that's the way it is on Ronald's. Very interesting, very cool, and very unusual. You gotta love these Mopars from back in the era where they did the front part of the roof was the vinyl top. 440 Magnum, rally wheels, great color. It's probably what, like 74 maybe? Let me know in the comments. This should be at Radwood. What's interesting is it's got, just like Ford, they used to make keyless entry system. And in this car, they also put it on the passenger side. So your passenger can unlock the car too. There's a VHS camcorder there. That's cool. Long Lincoln. And somebody put a Toyota under there. Oh wow, there's just so much amazing muscle car, Belgian guy, and then just in the middle of all the muscle cars, because they're Pontiacs, there's a Fiero, which is cool. That's what I grew up remembering as a fun car. And then they pulled the plug on it just when it started to get interesting. They made it look better. They had these flying buttresses, and they put some actual power in it. I don't remember that wing being factory. That looks pretty big, but it is the GT. You never know. I have a feeling this Ford 250 has something special under the hood, judging by the fact that it's lowered and it's got those aftermarket wheels. Cool hang down rear view mirrors there. Big, tall shifter hanging up. Yeah, that's got something underneath the hood. That and the bed is only like 6 inches deep. So yeah, there's something going on down there. Crazy suspension, I assume. I see disc brakes in the rear, so obviously that is useful. Not too many shows where you'll find a Maxima next to a Ferrari, but hey, well, it's actually got cloth inserts on them. They're not quite Daytona seats, I guess, if they're cloth. But then again, you know, 512i, that is a pretty car. I don't believe these were sold in the US originally either. I know the 288 was not, but I don't think these are sold here. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, they're pretty cars. Not the same as the 308 or 328, even though they look very similar. Golf art. That's just cute. A Golf Smart with a giant wing. And it's mounted on the hatchback. That's Speedy Gonzalez. Oh yeah, this was here last year. This is a Puma GTE, and it is a Brazilian made. I think it's the only Brazilian made sports car, completely designed and made in Brazil. But I do believe, if I'm not wrong, that these have Volkswagen engines in the back. but it is obviously a sports car from the 70s, early 80s, somewhere around there. Concrete of Lemons, interesting. This is a cool car, very, very rare. Volkswagen has an awesome exhibit here, some crazy models of their microbuses, like this one that's got tracks. 8 horsepower probably, but it's got, oh, that's crazy, frame underneath. And then you can see how they hold onto the tires with those teeth. So it's a pretty simple system, but this looks like a, I believe it's Red Cross, Deutsches Rotes Kreuz, I think it said on the side. Yeah, Red Cross, the little tiny blue lights. Unfallwagen, so yeah, it's definitely an accident car. And there's a Telefunken van for the radio company, very cool. They just uncovered that one. My first time seeing the new microbus that they're calling ID Buzz. I don't really get why they call it that, but hey, that's what they're calling it. Cool color. And of course these are all electric, so cute, light, funny. Very cool color. I don't know. I don't like the name. There's a fire truck, mini microbus, single cabin, I guess, but it's got a fire escape built into it. Man, that goes way up there. You don't see that every day. They finally uncovered the wooden car, so I figured I'd come see it. It is bicycle driven. It doesn't have a roof at all, and it seems to be right-hand drive for some reason. Interesting. See if I can walk around. It's obviously being swarmed by people. They just uncovered it. 240D. It does look like a boat in the front. Ah, interesting. So, oh, it's a 1935 pedal car replica. Louvet pedal car replica. So French name. Still don't know why it's right-hand drive, but obviously it's modern bicycle parts. Very cool. Well, now I made it back to the beginning. We saw the wooden car uncovered, and it's time for me to move on to go see Radwood and to go see Concrete Lemons. Those are cool. I will be uploading those videos as well, so please check out for them. Hit subscribe so you can see them, and thanks so much for watching those cars. Have a great day.